by the founder. Sorry for that. With the Daihatsu Copen, which is just a direct little tool. It's not particularly fast, not particularly powerful, but it is a hoot to drive. It's such a light, nimble little thing, and it just oozes and oozes fun. And fun is something it has where it's paid. Of course, it's an older car, so the gear change, especially from 2 to 3, when the car and the gearbox has not been thoroughly warmed, is not that supple. But yeah, it just adds to the experience. Of course, it's now a little bit slow, as you can see, but still fun. It's just a little light bundle of joy, which makes this car very special. It's also from the coupe convertibles. I think it's one of the lightest and smallest packages you could get it, especially that's small body. It's a K car in Japan, so in Japan they have regulations that dictate if a car is not too long, not too wide, not too powerful, and also doesn't have too big an engine, then it is a K car, and that helps. So if you don't have your own parking place, you have to pay enormous taxes, or you're not allowed to buy a car at all. But they have an exception, and that exception is the K car. And this is, in its essence, a K car, like that Copen in front of us. Similar size, but that is more functional. So it's also not wide, as you can see, but it's a lot higher, and it has room for 4 people, perhaps even 5 in a pinch. This is only a 2-seater, both Daihatsu. But the funny thing is, this little car is a K car, but then they made it for the European market. So they gave it an engine size which is double that of the K car. It's now a 1.3 instead of 660cc. And that makes it a very nice little car. It's like a Mazda MX-5, that the bottom brackets 1.5, 1.6 ones. So not the most powerful 2 liters, at least. But it is that small engine for other cars. 1.3 is not that big, but if the car doesn't weigh anything, or is very light, as this car is, it still feels like a big block thumping in front of you. And that makes this car feel very special, because it's also the hot hatch recipe. Lump a big engine into a small body, and you get an interesting combination, because you have a good power to weight, and your car feels like it can easily do this. It feels like a little bit of a giant slayer, so to say. So also that Copen in front of us perhaps has a 1 liter engine. This is a 1.3, so 30cc, no, 30% more, 300cc more of engine you carry in this smallest body shell. And it is eager. It's not fast, but it is eager. It really wants to go. And you're not driving fast speeds, no, but you're having fun. And fun, what all driving experience should rotate around. Not absolute speed, especially if you're not on a track. On a track it can be different, and you want to, for example, conquer that lap time. But even then, if you're driving a very fast lap time but you don't have the fun, or you could drive a little bit slower lap time but you are grinning like an ape, I would go for the latter, having fun. If you're a professional driver and you have to make your living, with lap times it could be different, could be very different. But for the majority of people, especially you and me, fun is where it's at, and that is the recipe that's developed this car. So also you can open this roof. It's a full aluminium roof. It's also very special. And then you can just enjoy wind going through your hair. And you feel the sunshine kissing your face, which is terrific, of course. And that, my friends, is something I would recommend you to relive. Have an experience instead of brute performance. For example, if you look now at the Golf R, a very capable car, 310 horsepower, but in reality perhaps even 330 horsepower from the factory, faster than 911s of yesteryears. So a very fast, capable car, but also detached, because it gives you speed, but it doesn't give you the feeling of speed or the sound of speed. Whereas this little car with 86, 87 horsepower, which is nothing in compared to the Golf R, it oozes fun, it oozes involvement. It lets you experience life, it lets you experience the drive, and that's the fun thing. Also, Gordon Murray, one of the major developers also at McLaren, for example the Formula F1, one of the best road cars ever. He had his own company, the light car company, LCC, and they made a rocket. And I think that little thing weighs like 390 kilograms. It has like 160, perhaps 180 horsepower. So that's not an enormous amount of horsepower, but because it's so light, it feels terrific. And the power to weight would be very, very close to that of McLaren F1, and you could get that for Porsche 911 Aston Martin type of money. But a lot of people are not willing to pay so much money for that bathtub, so to say. But that was a very, very special car. You also have the Catams, that are a lot less expensive. But you also had a K-Tam with a motorcycle engine. This was also a motorcycle engine they had in that rocket. But that light experience, it will be something like no other. It will give you a lot more feel, a lot more fun. And also it will be a lot more cost effective. So for example, they only made like 40-ish rockets. But a lot of those rockets are still on their first disc brakes. So the only thing that why they need to change, for example, tires is because those tires are becoming too old. This is a very narrow street, and someone just parked the car so that he would have an easy entry to the address he wants to go, but he's completely blocking everything. But because it is a K car, it can still manage to squeeze itself through, and that's part of this fun of this little tidbit of a car. Hope you enjoyed this small travel with me. I certainly did. And wishing you a great day. Van Nuikar.